Hey y'all, it's SheRea. What's up? Back with another video. As you can see, the wash and goes are canceled for type 4 hair. Specifically, the wash and goes are canceled for my type 4 hair. I have low porosity hair. If you haven't seen my video on porosity, you have no idea what porosity is, definitely check out that video right here. I have fine strands that reverse to the individual size of my strands. They're super duper fine, and I have medium density. That means my hair isn't super duper thick. I have a good amount of hair on my head, but it's not a bunch of hair on my head, okay? That is my hair characteristics. My texture is kinky curly. My actual hair is not silky, it's very kinky. Some people have type 4 hair and their hair is silky, while my type 4 hair is cottony. Cottony? However you say that. Cotton? Yeah, that's what I have. And with this texture of mine, it not work. It not work. I do have a dedicated video on 10 reasons why I stopped doing wash and goes. So if you haven't seen that video, you can definitely check it out right here. I'm not really gonna delve into that in this video because ain't nothing I hate worse than a YouTuber that be talking about the same stuff in a video to get clicks and views. I'm not doing that. Don't got time for that. So I ain't. Definitely check out that video if you want to see the 10 reasons. Here in this video, we're going to talk about what I've noticed since not doing wash and goes. I have not done a wash and go on my hair in a year and a half. My last wash and go was October 2019. We're coming up on 2 October since then. October 2021 would have been 2 years. This video is not for people who have success with wash and goes, who are growing their hair long, and that's their goal with wash and goes. For people retaining length with their wash and goes. This is not for that crowd. This video ain't for you, sis. This video is for people who are struggling with single strand knots because of the wash and goes, who think their hair is not growing, aka not retaining length because of the wash and goes. This video is for people that are on the struggle bus, okay? First thing I've noticed, I have less single strand knots. And let me say this right now. There is no way to completely eliminate single strand knots. If you have a combination of kinks, curls, and coils, it is unavoidable. You can't avoid single strand knots. It's just a part of having this texture, okay? Well, girl, can't avoid it. It's just a part of it. But with wash and goes tend to make your hair shrink. And if our hair naturally shrinks, mine shrinks about 70%, wash and goes only make it worse. And when your hair is shrinking on itself, hugging up on itself, touching up on itself, it's just going to get single strand knots on the ends. Single strand knots can make your hair look raggedy. It can create breakage on the ends. It's just not a good look. And for me having fine strands, I'm just more susceptible of getting single strand knots, so it just doesn't make sense for me, especially because length is my goal. Y'all already know my goal is to grow booty crack length hair. It don't make no sense for me to be doing styles that don't help me work towards that goal. I also noticed less tangling on wash day, and the goal for me, I don't know about you, is to have less tangles. Because when you have less tangles, that means you have less breakage. And when you have less breakage, you're going to achieve that booty crack length hair. The tendency of wash and goes is for our curls, our kinks, and our coils to shrink almost to our scalp. And that creates a lot of tangling and matting at the root. If my hair naturally wants to do that, I have to do styles that kind of fight that combat that. And because that's what wash and goes want to do to my hair, I just can't do that. So not doing wash and goes, I find that I have less tangling at the root. I have a shorter wash day. As I continue to grow my hair out and I achieve my booty crack length or my tailbone length hair, I just don't have time to really tangling my hair for hours and hours and hours. Ain't nobody got time for that. For me, I'm experiencing less manipulation, therefore less thinning on my ends. I know some people consider wash and goes to be a low manipulation style, but for me and my household, they ain't. I have to put on a whole bunch of leave-in so that my hair doesn't get dry and crispy under a cement type hold gel. Then I gotta layer on the cement type hold gel because that's the only thing that can really smooth and manipulate my kinky, frizzy, prone hair. I gotta smooth or rake it in. It's just a lot. It's just too much. My hair is just better. My ends are not thinning. I talked about hair thinning on my ends in my previous video, so again, check that video out. I did my first trim an entire year recently. You can check it out right here. I didn't take much off. I don't think I have to take much off. Because I'm not doing wash and goes, my ends are not being compromised as much anymore. I don't have to do as much. I don't have to dust my ends as much. My hair is growing nicely. It's growing beautifully. I'm retaining my length, not doing them wash and goes, sis. I just touched on this a little bit, so I'm just gonna glaze over it, even though it's my fourth point. I don't wanna be repetitive. Is less frequent trims and dusting. When I was doing wash and go, so I dust my hair every week anyway. I do have a detailed video on how I do that. If I have any more cards, I will link it right here. Either way, I do get rid of single strand knots every wash day. I get them regardless, twist out, braid outs or not. Just a part of my hair situation. But I got a lot more when I had wash and goes. But anyway, I was cutting so much hair every wash day with wash and goes. I would like dust my ends, and the next wash day, I was just dusting a lot. It wasn't just single strand knots. It was the literal ends of my hair just looking real ratty and nasty. And now I don't have that issue. All I'm doing every wash day is just cutting off the few single strand knots that I have. That's it. That's all. All these things combined, I just have seen so much length retention with my hair. Y'all, my hair is growing like crazy. I'm going to include a clip of my hair in May 2020 at the 6-month mark basically of not doing wash and goes. You can see that my hair is nice and full, but look at my hair by the December of that year. Last year, December 2020, you can see how bigger my puff was since that time. I'm just able to retain the most length by not doing wash and goes. Even with just a 2-month comparison between my blowout in February and my blowout in April, my hair growth is just crazy. Not only my hair growth, but obviously my length retention. And I know for a fact I would not have been able to do any of this with my wash and goes whatsoever. Maybe when I reach my goal length, which is booty crack length, aka tailbone length, maybe I'll dibble and dabble, but until then, it's a no, canceled, finito, not gonna happen. If you love wash and goes, you can definitely feel free to comment down below. If you hate wash and goes, definitely chime in down below. This video was just my experience. Everyone's experience is going to be different, but anyway, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye, y'all.